Got a kind of an interesting product review for you guys today, but hear me out before you naysay, all right? I lost a lot of weight. That's something I don't really talk about a lot on my channel, although I think a lot of people have noticed that I lost weight. And I always find it humorous when I go out and I meet up with people that I haven't talked to in a long time. They look at me kind of funny. They're like, they know. They just don't want to say anything, probably because they think it's embarrassing to me. It's not. I did lose a lot of weight, and I'm proud of it. I still have a lot more to lose. But as a result of losing so much weight, part of my problem is the weight I have left sits differently on my frame. I've been noticing I've gotten increased pain in my back and in my shoulders. And I noticed that I sleep differently now than I used to. I used to be a predominantly back sleeper because of my CPAP. I used to elevate up the bed and kind of like cross my arms like a vampire, honestly. And I would sleep like this at night. And that worked for a long time. But as I lost weight, I found that I can more comfortably sleep on my side, still not on my face because I still have my CPAP, but I can lay on my side now a lot more than I used to. Unfortunately, because I've been sleeping on my back for the last, I'm going to say 8 or 9 years, my shoulders have been starting to hurt. And that is why I bought this, the weighted heating pad. And I wanted to talk about it because as I have talked to other larger people who have lost weight and some who are struggling to lose weight, I have found they are having the same problem I have, which is very interesting, right? That a lot of us larger guys or former larger guys are having these ailments based on how you lay down on your side, on your back, whatever. So I wanted to talk about this because I don't want to really become a health channel. I really don't want to become a health channel. And I'm definitely still like one of the least healthiest persons in the planet. But I wanted to talk about this because I've been doing a lot of research, and I think that this weighted heating pad, which I picked up, I think it might solve my problems. I don't know, but I wanted to talk about it and kind of open it up for you and show you some of the features and explain to you why I thought it was something that would be good for me. My wife has a heating pad as I open this up, and hopefully I don't make too much noise, but the old microphone does do a pretty good job of filtering a lot of the ancillary noise, so hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. My wife does have a heating pad now. It's just the regular heating pad. It's like a square, maybe it's like 1.5 feet by 1 foot. She predominantly uses it for her stomach, and sometimes she'll put it on her legs where she had her knee surgery. Sometimes her knees will bother her and she'll like lay down and kind of like brace it over her knee. When I try to take a heating pad and wrap it around my shoulder or my neck, it just flops off. And it's aggravating as heck because I have to sit there while we're watching TV and constantly do this. And it's annoying. I don't like that. So what I decided was, let me go see if I could find a product. And while they do make some contour heating pads, the problem is a lot of them are meant, and I understand why, but they're meant to be used in more than one way. And that's why a lot of the heating pads are just those squares. If you want to put it somewhere, you can. This product is not for that. This is way more of like a specialty product that is designed specifically to heat up your neck and your shoulders, which for me has been a major point of contention because I sleep so differently. So inside the box is the heating pad. I'm going to hold it up for you guys to see it here in all of its glory. It is basically like a shawl that you wrap up. You could see it does have a very unique contour to it. This thing is heavy. I don't know if the box says the weight. Does it say the weight? I should have looked when they shipped it to me. I don't know if Amazon always puts the weight on stuff or not. It's heavy. Actually, let me look at their product page real quick. I'm curious. I'm sitting here holding it in my hands, and it's filled of these little, they call them these tourmaline beads, which are basically like weighted beads. Let me go back really quick to the product page. You see these little beads here? This doesn't obviously like look like it. You just saw the vest I was holding up for you. It doesn't have like a cutout. It's showing you what's inside. But the beads are all through the material. It says 2.2 pounds, by the way. Boy, am I weak if this is 2.2 pounds. This feels way heavier. there's beads all through here, that are adding heft to it. And the idea is when you put this on, it's going to like shrink down and like basically conform to your hips, or your hips. It's going to conform to your shoulders. Let me try to make sure I don't get in my collar. There we go. And then it's got a little piece on the back here, which wraps up around your neck. And now it's sitting nice and firm on my shoulders. Now I got the extra large. I have been told I am a broad-shouldered guy. I think I'm just generally a fat guy, but it does completely cover my shoulders where they do hurt. It doesn't go down to your arms. So like where my arm is, you could see my sleeve right here. I'm looking at myself in the camera. You could see my sleeve right here. It does basically snug up against that, but like wiggling around, it doesn't feel like it wants to slide back. Probably because there's so much weight in these like two little flaps here that like hold it down over the top. And then you also have the box that you plug in with a pretty lengthy cord. I didn't unravel it. Obviously, I didn't even turn on. I just literally opened it. But it does have multiple heat settings, and then it's got a power mode that's just on. It looks like it also has an auto off mode with 6 heating levels, 4 timer controls, and fast heating. I don't really know. Honestly, I think fast heating is kind of a misnomer. These things just take a few minutes to warm up, and then you're good to go. Looking at the book here, it does say there's 6 different temperatures ranging from 104 Fahrenheit. For my friends across the pond, that's 40 degrees Celsius, all the way up to 158 Fahrenheit or 70 degrees Celsius. Again, for my friends across the pond. There's really not much else to say. You plug it in and you go. Anything else of use here? Now, there's a little warranty information on the back of the card. If you need anything, make sure it's fully plugged in so don't burn your house down. Enjoy the heating pad and don't be dumb. Okay, so I'm excited for this. There's also a product registration card. Looks like if you product register, you get an extended warranty and giveaways. I could say in the history of me ever buying anything ever, I've never really registered anything. I've never gotten a giveaway. I don't think I'm going to do it here. But I like this. Just sitting here holding it, or letting it rest against my neck. I could feel where the heat, I could feel where it's touching my body. Obviously, that's where it's going to heat up. And the nice thing is the controller isn't like poking into my back. It does kind of stick out a little bit. So I'll let you know if it's good. I don't know. I will report back in a few days and try it out. I'm actually going to go sit on the couch now and draw a little bit. And I'm just going to let it run and see how it kind of soaks through my body, particularly my shoulder. I've noticed I'm a right shoulder sleeper now. So I face on my right side with my pillow here, and my right shoulder is really torn up and it sucks, but I am happy I lost weight. I'd much rather be thinner with sore muscles than larger not. But I've been doing so many like variety things on my channel lately. This just seems like a natural extension of like me. Like it makes sense that I would talk about this product because it is something that does ail me. And I never thought that I would have problems losing weight and being sore, but I do. So I'm going to jump cut here, and then I'll come back in a couple days and I'll give you guys my final thoughts and let you know if it's something you want to invest in. So through the internet magic, we're going to stop it right now. All right, guys, I am sitting here upstairs disheveled. I just spent the last hour running cables up through part of my cabinet. I just did a really cool streaming video. You can check that out later. It's a good one about using a mini PC. Anyways, running cables up, like laying on my side, reaching up under, pulling things, reaching behind a TV, trying to reach behind a console to plug in HDMI cables. Needless to say, my neck and my shoulders are on fire. Laying on a wood floor, trying to roll around, not very user-friendly for a 42-year-old man. So I've been using this for a few days. I'm actually wearing it now because I like it so much. The heating elements are everywhere except for the little collar here. This little piece, I'm gonna hold it up so you can see right here at the very top. That's the only place the heating element isn't. Everywhere else, even down to my chest, like where my fingertips are right now, all heating elements, obviously through the shoulder, and then down my back, all heating elements. But I will say that over time, the back part does slowly warm up because the heat's just kind of billowing out. This sucker gets hot. I don't know how many settings there are. I'm looking at it now. There's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 heat settings. I have it on 6. I usually always run it at like max. And I've loved it. And it's just, it feels good. The weight on it, it's hefty. I can wiggle around. I can recline. It doesn't slide at all. I'm hands-free. I can move my arms around. It's a good one. So if you're like me and you're getting old and you lost a lot of weight and your body's shifting around and you sleep like a dork, or you hurt your shoulder or you hurt your neck and you have the old school heating pad and you're tired of doing this, or you're tired of doing this, or bracing it up against yourself, trying to find that sweet spot for it, I think this is actually a good purchase. When my wife gets home from travel, she's on an airplane. She's going to be on a lot of airplanes. When she gets home from travel, especially after all of her shoulder injuries, I think she's going to like this as well. It billows out, the heat billows out pretty far. And also, something I wanted to point out as I wrap up this video, I've been wearing it like this. I like it kind of hugged up against the inside of my neck. But something that it kind of dawned on me just because I was lazy one day and I reached over to grab like my remote. You can actually kind of pull it out a little bit. And you can wear it wide stance. You can actually wear it, you can actually almost tuck it under your armpits. And it still doesn't move. I'm bouncing around, I'm wiggling, I'm pointing. It doesn't move. So if you really want to get like your shoulder blades, like like the tips of your shoulder, or even like almost like your tris, right? It's a good one. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's it. I just wanted to talk a little bit more about this thing. It's a cool product. Like I said, I typically don't do videos on like heating pads, but I guess when you get your 40s, you're going to start to see video reviews on like, you know, old man ailments. And I'm an old man. I guess that's the way it is. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care of yourselves. See you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.